starting now. Recording. All right, I want to take a quick picture just in case the thumbnail that comes up is not right, because that happens. Everybody's in? Okay. What I also like about taking a picture is it actually shows you who's on, because you know when you go to the recording and then the people with their videos not on aren't seen. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So it'll look like there was 8 of us when there was actually 14. All right. We're going to talk about money and our strengths, shall we? Happy 57th anniversary, Mary Kay. Love it. 57 years. Boy, I wonder if Mary Kay Ash could have ever known these amazing people that would be on our team, because she started 57 years ago. Women that are right here, right now. There is only 2 people on this screen that I would know. My daughter and my mother, in case you're looking at the screen trying to figure out who those might be. Wow. Wow.
Hey, can you guys mute? I'm so sorry. There's just a little bit, it's like cutting. If anyone's not muted, could you just mute? It's kind of cutting mom's noise off, so I don't know if you can hear that, but I don't know if it's Savannah, but okay, thank you.
Oh, well, we can't have that. Okay, let's talk about money and this crumpled up check that my dog ran away with when I was in the middle of doing that other video. Okay, so right here, this says Lisa Mack, and I dated it 7/1/2006. And I wrote this check to myself July 1, 2006 on, let's see. If this was to, so I would have written it to myself in July of 2005 at the start of the new seminar year. And I looked at it for an entire year. Okay. Every day I saw this check, $10,000 written to myself, Lisa Mack, from Mary Kay Inc. and Lisa Mack, even though my name's up here. Okay. And in the memo, I wrote, Terry deserves it. Okay. Would you like to know the amount of money I made on 7/1/2006? $10,828.75. It was my very first $10,000 check. And it was hours away from the end of the month. And I was talking to my national sales director, and I remember standing outside saying, yep, Cadillac, yep, Cadillac, yep, yep, and adding up. And she goes, Lisa, because I was like around $30,000 in production at that point, and we were ended up going to get to like 33. You're going to have a $10,000 check. And I was like, yeah, wait, what? And I'm like trying to do some quick figures. And I said, yes, I know I am, because I've been looking at it every day, all year for 365 days. Now, may I ask you, looking at all of you, is it okay to earn money? Do you feel you are worthy of $10,000 a month? Yes. Thank you. Cece's nodding with the whole camera. How about even more than that? Worthy of even more than that? Yeah. Because you can do whatever you want with that money, right? So let's talk about making money and using our strengths to make money. It's up there with oxygen. You kind of need it to live. Okay? And someone just gave us a thumbs up. I sometimes think it's the relationship that people have with money that makes them think they don't deserve it. Because somehow you think biblically you're not supposed to have a lot of money. Jesus never said that. It doesn't say that. You don't have to live beyond your means. You don't have to do that. You don't have to flaunt it. You don't have to do that. You can give what you can. You're supposed to do that. It doesn't say you can't have it. So it's up there with oxygen. You kind of need it to live. And if you are concerned about feeling like you have too much, then give it away. We can do that, right? We can give more to churches. We can give more to the Mary Kay Foundation. We can give more to people in need. We can do more stuff for people if they got a GoFundMe or a donation or a whatever. Just some extra cash handing out to somebody who needs it, wants it, sticking $20 in coat pockets at Goodwill. When you used to go to the store because you had to, and now you go there because you can. So let's look at our strengths. Top 5, top 10. You have them in front of you or you know them. If you have them in front of you, it's even better. I also think that as you're looking at those, I want you to look at them if you have them near you. I think sometimes those strengths try and lie and say you don't need money. I think an empath strengths will say I have to feel sorry for somebody. So I can't make a lot of money. I can't ask them for the sale because she just went through divorce. So I'm not going to ask her if she wants the $110 skincare set because she just went through a divorce and I feel bad for her. Saw some nods. Okay. Jenny Kiesler. Yeah. Okay. Saw some nods there. Okay. So what most people don't want is for you to feel sorry for them. And one of the things that I remember learning when I was new, I remember how important the clothes was. So this is where money's going to come in as far as their money goes. Okay. So we're talking about making money and allowing people to give us their money. When you give people the choice, there is power in choice, right? Power in it. So when you sit with someone at the close of the sale, at the close of the appointment, and you are telling her about the set or the miracle set or however you're closing the appointment, it doesn't matter, however that's coming down, and you ask her what she liked or what she was most excited about or what she'd like to start with, and you ask her that, you are now giving her the power to hand you money and to make the choice. You're not telling her you have to pay me no matter what. You're not saying you can't leave here until you buy all the Mary Kay. You're not saying, well, I feel sorry for you and I know you're going through a divorce, so I'm not going to ask you for the sale. That's judgment. So when we sit down with them, ask them their thoughts, ask them what they loved, what would they like to get started with today, you're giving her power by letting her answer you. And what if buying the miracle set actually is what makes her feel better after her divorce, is her good-looking skin? What if she didn't have control over her money before and she does now? What if her financial situation is not amazing, but she just got $100 in a birthday card from her grandma and her grandma said, spend it on something great. So she wants to buy your skincare. Right? These are true things. Okay? So sometimes Harmony doesn't want to rock the boat. Harmony, ask for the sale. Ask for the sale, Harmony. Positivity is all over asking for the sale. I know you want this. I know you want to take it home. Right? Woo wants everyone to buy everything all the time because it's fun. I want to win you over because I know you're going to love this when you get it to your house. I'm like a puppy. Like the puppy I had on, okay? Yeah. The more fun you are, right? Like the more fun you are, the more relaxed you are, the more positive you are, the more they want to be around you. They want to throw money at you. because they like how they feel when they're with you. Does anyone feel like, now I realize that we did not prepare this in advance. I am totally feeling you on that. Does anyone feel like they have a thought around this, around your strengths and money? Cece was wiggling like a puppy over there. I'll let her answer because I see there are also some thoughtful faces. Go ahead, Cece.
I know my thinkers need to think. I always can just bleh. So this is so timely because I'm currently reading a book that my mom gave to me, and it is about the differences between male and female marketing. And right now we're talking about how as women, sometimes we feel uncomfortable asking for the sale, but if you ask us to do something, we will do it for you all day long. So this also just goes back to identifying in what ways your strengths could be a factor in you not wanting to ask that. So I think the bottom line is that we are such giving creatures that that's all we want to do. So it's really interesting how much your strengths can play into that. And I totally agree with you, Mom, on the positivity and woo, because I thought of Step G, who's on my right, who like texts me every day, like, well, show this person this, and I told them how excited I was, and they took 12, so it's just so interesting how that all plays up. So know that that is part of who we are as creatures, because we are caregivers as women, but then also having the confidence and the overall, we still know that the worst thing that they can say is no, right? And if they're in front of you, they'll probably say yes. So that's what's so great. So I think this is a really cool dynamic of identifying how it can be helpful for you to overcome where your strength might be upholding you on asking for the sale. And mine would definitely be in discipline, my number 5, because it's perfectionism and planning. And if it doesn't come across just perfect how I wanted it to say it, I think it sounds stupid and I'm not going to ask. I've gotten over that. But I think back and I'm like, oh, that's totally what it is, because I'm like, it has to be perfect. Ah! So really interesting, timely.
Awesome. Thank you. Andrea, I'm going to go to you. And also I see Ashley's hand. Is the hand up? Is that what that means? It's not a clap, right? It's actually up.
Yep, my hand's up because I'm not on video. So I needed a way to let you know I wanted to say something. So
okay. Take Ashley, Andrea, Katie. Okay, go ahead, Ash.
So my number 1 strength is futuristic. So I am constantly thinking about how much money I'm going to make in the future in my career so that I can pay for the things that I want to have in my personal life in my future. Mm-hmm. So futuristic, I feel, is one of the strengths that, how much money you're making is always going to be in the back of your mind when you're thinking about the future. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
Yes, to get your horse farm with your boyfriend.
Yep, for sure.
Yep. Okay, very good. And I have something to say when you guys are all done that is going to just tie this up with a pretty bow. It's awesome. Okay, Andrea.
Thank you. Just because empathy is my number 3, to touch on that, something that I've heard along the way that has always resonated with me and has helped me overcome exactly what you were speaking to is that she's going to buy it from somewhere, from someone. So she may as well buy it from me so that she's going to buy the right thing and the best value. So that has always helped me to overcome that concern. Which I think also ties into responsibility, which is my number 2, because I feel like I'm responsible for her making the right choice. So
yes. Wow. That's awesome. That's really good, Andrea. Thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome. I hope it helps at least Katie.
Yes, I think it'll help more than Katie. Yes,
Okay,
thank you, Andrea. Katie, go ahead.
So this is quite interesting because number one, I am achiever. That is my top strength. So believe it or not, every penny, every dime that anybody ever gave me growing up, I saved it. I saved it. And I didn't want to spend it on anything, like ever. Until I like showed my mom this wallet that I couldn't close anymore because it was too full. This is like birthday card money, you know, like 11 years of birthday card money. But it's really weird because I have the biggest issue. Like, I cannot ask for financial assistance. Like, I can't ask for it. And it is this weird like combination of these strengths because I also have responsibility as number 5, empathy is number 4, and number 1 is achiever. So I will also give it willingly. So I don't understand like how this all comes together, but I feel like I'm in this weird spot because I do prejudge people on their situation because I'm like, oh my God, there's no way that she's gonna do this. I can't impose, I can't ask. So there's a lot of stuff I need to think about with this whole situation of money.
Okay. Okay. So this brought something up for you. Fascinating. This is really fascinating. Maggie Sherwin.
I first of all, Andrea, thank you for your words. I should have known that responsibility and empathy were that high for you. So I appreciate what you said actually, because those words help me because kind of like Katie, where if I know at least some of someone's circumstances, I'm like, oh, I don't think that, like, I think I put myself in their shoes in the sense of like, well, if I was going through that, I wouldn't want to, or I don't think I should be doing, so they probably wouldn't want to either. So yes, thank you for all of your words, Andrea. That really helps.
Maggie, that is such a good point. We judge them not necessarily based on their situation, but based on how we would feel about their situation. Wow. That just opened my eyes.
Yep. Or what you think they would feel, which may or may not be true. Right? If I'm trying to think if I bought Mary Kay when I was going through my divorce, because mind you, I was already wearing it. Also, my cousin knew I did not have a lot of money. I did not have a lot of money when I was married. And in fact, when I met with her, she had a party at her house. I bought just the cleanser and moisturizer of the 5-piece basic set because that was $32 and that's what I had. And she said, well, you really should use all 5 pieces. You know, I can send you home with all of it and you can pay half today and make payment arrangements for the other half. I said, I can? Well, yeah, give me all of it. So what if she'd have thought, oh, I know Lisa doesn't have any money. Lisa doesn't work. Her and her husband live in an apartment. They're the apartment managers. No, I'm not going to invite her. I'm not going to ask her. She's going to say she wants cleanser and moisturizer, and I'm going to say, okay, here it is, and not offer me the whole set, right? And then almost didn't invite me to the breakfast. She had an extra ticket. She literally had an extra ticket the night before for breakfast and invited me. What if Marie would have went, oh no, she's going through a divorce. She can't think about this right now. Doesn't that sound dumb when you say it out loud? Maybe we should say stuff out loud so we realize how it sounds, right? And like, okay, yeah, wow. Was someone else? Did I see another hand? I don't want to miss anybody. Rhonda. There you go.
Right. I don't have any of those in any of my top 5. I don't have empathy. I don't have any of that and stuff. But I do have a husband that has a whole lot of that. And so what I've learned from him as we've discussed a lot of things is when you make the decision for them, you take away their power. And you don't allow them the opportunity to make a decision for themselves, which he loves. He loves to help people. So it's like, well, stop taking it away from them then. Give them the opportunity to enjoy whatever. And so that has helped me a lot. And I just had that experience with someone that has limited money, is very ill, and it's like, I gave her some samples and she's like, well, let me look. And it's like, okay. And she just placed an $86 order. So you just never know. And it made her night. And so now I can connect. So,
Yes.
and as my
love
husband
that.
just came in with dessert. So
I love that. I love that. Rhonda and Ashley and I have some very similar top 5. So Rhonda, I'm totally hearing you. Yeah. Yeah. And Andrea, I'm always going to remember what you said about they have to buy it from someone. They might as well buy it from you because you're going to take care of them. You're doing the right thing. You're giving them the right product and not too many lip glosses, right? I mean, if there is such a thing, I don't know. Maybe there is. I don't know. Okay. So here's how I want to wrap this up in a pretty bow. So we're celebrating the 57th anniversary. Did any post that you have seen from our company or from any of us say, hey, thanks for all the money I've made from all of you. Thanks for filling my bank account. Right. Can we remember that when we're asking for the sale? We are a relationship company that has culture, community, and confidence, a culture of positivity, a community of women that are some of the best friends and best people you will ever know. And it has never been about the cash, ever. And I said the top 3 things I was looking for in my life were money, flexibility, and faith first, family second, career third. I didn't know that it was going to be in Mary Kay, and that's what I was looking for to raise my daughter. You guys, everyone has money and everyone needs to spend it and needs to make it. They might have a little, they might not have a lot, or they have a lot, or they don't have much, but they want to spend it somewhere. People have to spend money. That's what we do. I have to, pay for my phone, and I have to buy my sponges, and I have to buy my cleanser, and I have to feed my family, and, pay the mortgage and all the things, right? That's what we do, is we get the money and then we spend the money. And then we save the money for stuff that we want more of, like more sponges and a bigger house or whatever, right? Like it just comes and it goes. And whether it goes into a bank account or goes out to Mary Kay, or whether it goes to your kids' braces or to save for a house. I mean, it's always coming and going. It's what society is. So if you give her the permission to allow her to give it to you or not give it to you, and remember that this company is highly favored. It always has been. People felt Mary Kay Ash was anointed. I mean, she knew Billy Graham. They were friends. I mean, people say he has like a direct line. I don't know, or had, whatever. I mean, we're blessed. And everything we do makes people feel better, right? Not one of you sitting here that was my client first or anyone else's client first, as I'm looking at you, did not feel like, oh, she's just trying to sell me. Right? Oh, she's just trying to sell me. You might have thought it for a minute, but you didn't think it for long. Right? As you're going home in my free car.
I'm just teasing, Lisa.
That free car thing, by the way, speaks volumes. Speaks volumes.
I finally got to say it I finally got to say it to someone that it was parked outside. They finally got to say it was, oh, do you have a pink Cadillac? Oh, we're on our way. My Chevy Malibu's out in the front. You wait, you were in a car with them? Yeah, two. It was so fun. She was trying really hard not to like me, so it was even more fun.
Yes. 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 Okay. So look at your strengths. See what your relationship is with money. And remember that at all of the levels that we're at with all of our clients and all of our team members and everybody, that we teach money management. It's one of the things we do. I love showing you how to save your money. I love knowing what you're doing with your money. I love knowing that Maggie Fortman and HG have been saving for a house forever. Forever. I love knowing that. If you've got other things that you're doing with your money that I don't know, tell me, because I want to think about that for you too. Because when I think about people, I think about the things they want to do with their money. Like Ashley and her horse farm with her boyfriend. I love to do that, you guys. When I think about you and pray for you, I think about the things that you want too. And that has nothing to do with me wanting money, and everything with you being able to get what you want and live the life that you really want to live. I think that's a wrap. Okay, we're going to wrap that. We're wrapping it with that. All right. We will see you here tomorrow evening, 6:50 to mingle, 7 o'clock start time tomorrow night. I don't know. I don't have a theme yet. Can we just be celebrating Mary Kay? We can be celebrating Mary Kay, right?
Pink it up.
Pink it up? All right, pink it up. All right, love you guys. Thank you for your time. I so appreciate you.
Thank you, Lisa, for preparing for tonight.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Bye,
Love
guys.
it. Love you guys.
Thank you. Bye.